Good morning. I am going to do legs up the wall today. I know if you've been in my class, this is always a fun one. You will also need a rolled up blanket, but not yet. You might want a towel or a blanket on the floor. It is up to you and the blank spot of wall that you can find. Good morning. I hope you're excited too. So we're start on our back, and we will be on our back a lot today. This is called the bear. I want you to shake your hands and feet up and down. This is a lot like having a kid have a tantrum on the floor. It's just to warm up. This should be playful. And up. Ankles and wrists circle. Trying to stay in the frame. It is not easy. Switch directions. And from the hips and the shoulders. And once again, switch directions. And from center, out. Cross one over, out, other side. And cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, and forward and back. And I might be a little too close to the wall. It will be fine. Try not to worry too much about the space that you have free. And coming in, take a deep breath. Now, I am going to scoot to the wall. You may have a different way that works for you. Move that a little bit. My legs are straight up. My hips go close to the wall. Yours may have a lot of space between you and the wall, and it is perfectly fine. And we're just going to breathe. I find this pose very relaxing. This is my favorite pose to get into when I have a headache. And then straddle. We're going to take those legs out to each side. It does not matter how wide they want to go. It is simply a change. And you breathe. In one of my classes, everyone tells me a specific wall is crooked because when they're on that wall, one leg is higher than the other. If you notice this on your wall, you can fix it. It is not the most important thing. It is simply allowing yourself to have some time in a different position, getting a different perspective. Coming up. So one leg stays, one leg out to the side. You will feel your hips change. It is hard to keep my foot pointed out at the ceiling. It is hard to let one come out to the side and not try to use both. And I'm still breathing. And coming to center, other side. So one leg stays up, the other one goes to the side. You'll feel where that's a challenge for you. It does not matter how far to the side. It does matter the one leg staying up straight. You will feel the hip change. It's okay. Coming to center. Right ankle over left knee. It might be above the knee, it might be below the knee. It is up to you where this feels good. And I want you just to allow that knee to move a little bit. You notice it's from my hip and my ankle actually moving. My knee doesn't move sideways, and that's perfectly fine. When you're ready, you can let it come toward that wall. This is open. If you want to bend this knee, some of us bend it far, some of us don't. I want your tailbone to stay close to the floor. That is the important part here. This is a pigeon variation, and I feel it all the way through this hip. I like it. And come into center, switching sides. First, I move that hip, ankle, knee. My leg is straight against that wall. It does not have to be against the wall. Remember, this should all be a comfortable stretch for you. And slowly let that knee open. Let that knee bend. And arms out to each side. My palms are up. I know it's hard to see them. My legs are at center. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Look towards your right hand. The reason my elbows and my hands are below my shoulders is to keep space between my shoulders and my ears. Come into center. Switch your legs. And the other side. Inhale, head to center, and then legs, both feet flat on the wall. My hands could be next to my hips, and I want you to move your pelvis back and forth. So I lift, and then I come to the wall. This does not have to be a big movement. Sometimes about getting that low back to move. And while you breathe, and options. You can come back with your legs straight. You may cross them. You may come to Taylor seated on the wall. It is up to you. I'm going to cross and I will switch. Please choose the option you like best.
This creature.
Question. England is still in the final. They're going to try to make...
Baby, turn it down.
That'll win themselves a championship. Here we go. It is going to be England into the right funnel. Here comes
Thank you.
It's going to come down, but who makes it out of the funnel first? England wins it.
And I'm going to switch the legs. If your legs are straight up, you don't have to.
Incredible run to beat Brazil at the end of their semifinal matchup. Will settle for silver. England wins the trophy. Brazil comes in third. Fittingly enough, the United States all silver martyr. Go home second place in this matchup. So.
And come into center. I'm coming to my side to get out of this. And I'm going to grab that blanket. Okay. So I'm starting knees pointed toward you. That blanket is lined up with my hip. And I'm coming down. This is...
Mom, can I come downstairs?
Sure, honey. You can either put your head toward me or you can look away. It is up to you. Which feels better?
After you're done with that, I have a pose on the bar that I want you to take a picture of.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing it upstairs like I'm waiting.
Life with kids. You don't know what will happen next. And we're coming to the other side. I'm going to turn all the way around. Make sure your knees do point the other way. We lay down, look away, or look toward me, whichever one works better for your neck, and rest. Feel the twisting your back. And when you finish, any comfortable position,
Half pipe.
relax. And continue a few more minutes on your own. Thanks for joining me.